Welcome to MHA Digital Communities. My name is Angela and I am a Qigong instructor. For those of you who don't know what Qigong is, let me give you a little bit of an introduction. So Qigong is a traditional Chinese practice. It's been practiced in China for 3,000 to 4,000 years, so there's lots and lots of history behind it. Just going back to the 1970s, a whole bunch of archaeologists were unearthing the tombs in the Ba Duan Jin province of China, and they unearthed some silk paintings. These silk paintings were incredible. They could not believe what they saw. They saw lots of little pictures of people doing bending, stretches, postures. All of these we now know as Qigong exercises. And what's happened since they unearthed all of these silk paintings is they've taken a whole bunch of sports science professors and also some traditional Chinese medicine doctors, put their heads together and gone, how does this work? Why is this so good for us? And together they've worked together and they have discovered that there are benefits to the body physically through all the movements, to the mind and to the breathing. So really pleased that I can share this practice with you all. So my plan for you is that we're going to do some Qigong together. It is really accessible, so I'd like everyone to join in. We have a standing up version, which I will demonstrate to you. We have a seated version, which I will also demonstrate, and you can choose which suits you best. As we go through the moves, I will be in mirror image. So it's a bit like you're following me, watching on the screen as if you're looking into the mirror. And I will also do my best to describe the moves so that you know what's coming next. So there are so many Qigong routines out there. I can't wait to share them all with you. But to start with, it's going to be the 8 treasures, or in Chinese, the Ba Duan Jin. Ba translates as 8, Duan translates as pieces, and Jin, gold. So 8 pieces of gold, 8 treasures. And what we're going to do is take each of those moves step by step. We'll build up the whole routine, and then after all that hard work, we're going to enjoy the flow, because that's what Qigong is all about, enjoying that flow of energy around the body. And when we practice Qigong, the mind guides the energy guides the movements, and I'd love for you to experience that with me. So this is a really good point to look at what space you need around you. We're doing this in a seated position, so make sure that in your area, if you stretch your arms out, you're not going to bump into anyone, you're not going to bump into any furniture. Stretch your arms up as well. Make sure you're not going to hit any lighting or any plants that are overhanging, and make sure you've got a good sturdy chair to sit on. You want the chair to be nice and firm to support you so that you can sit with your back straight. Make sure you're not slouching back like this. Shuffle your bottom forward. Make sure that your feet are firmly planted on the floor so you've got a good stable base. In terms of what to wear, you don't have to wear what I'm wearing. Just wear something loose and comfortable. You can be barefoot, or you can be wearing socks, or you can be wearing some flat shoes, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. In terms of what else you might need, it might be helpful to have a drink just nearby, a bottle of water, a glass of water, just in case you get a little bit thirsty as we do our exercise. And do make sure that the room is well ventilated. So if it is a warm day, you want to be able to open a window or switch a fan on. We're going to do some exercise. It is gentle, but you never know. Your qi might flow and you might start feeling a little bit warm. Now remember, this is a video, so if at any point you want to hit pause or stop, you can do. It might be because you're feeling a little bit funny, you're feeling a little bit dizzy, or just feeling a little bit tired. That's not a problem at all. You can always rejoin when you're feeling well enough to join us again. always work to your own comfort levels, remember. I will be demonstrating some of the textbook moves. I'll try and show you how we can adjust some of the moves in case you find some of them a little bit more restricted in mobility. But certainly make sure that you look after your own body. Everyone's an individual and you work to your own comfort levels. So let's start with our gentle seated warm-up. So we're in a seated position. Our feet are on the floor, flat if at all possible, and the feet about hip width apart if that's comfortable for you. Making sure that your back is nice and straight, but naturally relaxed. We don't want to hold tension and rigidity in the body. Eyes are looking forwards onto the horizon and the crown of the head is lifted towards the ceiling. Now we'll start our warm-up. Your eyes can be gently closed or gently open, looking forwards. We're breathing in through the nose. We're breathing out through the nose. If that feels uncomfortable for you, breathe naturally, calmly, and smoothly. With each breath, let the thoughts in your mind drift away as we enjoy this time together for some calm, some tranquility. With the breathing calm and the mind calm, let's start to mobilize the body. We start with the neck, looking downwards, chin towards the chest, looking upwards towards the ceiling. Again, we're looking down, chin towards the chest, and one final time, looking up towards the ceiling. Now facing forwards and looking at me. This time, turning the neck to look to your right, back to center, then turning smoothly to look to the left. Once more to the right-hand side, keeping the movements gentle. And one final time, turning to look left. Then facing me, looking forwards. This time, let's tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder, back to center, left ear to left shoulder, back to center, once more to the right, only stretching as far as is comfortable for you, and one final time to the left. Let's return to upright. Moving from the neck, we move on to the shoulders. So relax the arms and start to circle the shoulders backwards. You can choose what speed you go at. Slow and gentle is lovely. This is a warm-up after all. And when you're ready, we're going to change direction. So the shoulders are rolling forward. Shoulders come up towards the ears, forwards and down. Good. Now, let's float the arms forwards, hands on or near the shoulders, whichever works best for you. We bring the elbows a little closer together and up. And can you see? We're rolling those shoulders backwards again. We're using the arms and the elbows as a lever. If you're finding this movement a little difficult, it's absolutely fine to go back to the simple shoulder roll. For those of you who have your hands on the shoulders, let's change direction. The shoulders are rolling forwards. Enjoy that feeling of mobilization, keeping the movement smooth and continuous. Then dropping the arms, relaxing them, shaking the fingers out a little bit. Let's move on to the waist now. So place your hands together in front of the chest in prayer position, and a gentle rotation of the waist to the right. Only go as far as you feel comfortable, and then the same to the left. Once more to the right hand side. Enjoy the stretch, and one final time to the left. Return to facing me, relax the arms, give the shoulders and the fingers a little bit of a wiggle. Now let's stretch the body upwards. You can interlace the fingers, palms up to the ceiling, stretching up. If you prefer, have your hands separate. We're going to tilt the body to the right, looking forwards at all times, back to center, and tilting left. One more time to each side, tilting to the right, back to center, and tilting left. Return to center, float the arms down. You've got it. We're going to give the fingers a little bit of a shake out. Good. Let's start looking at the lower body. I know we're in seated position, but we want to get that chi flowing right to our fingertips and the toes. So with your feet on the floor to start with, we're going to lift the feet and legs alternately. So lifting off your chair and down. Then changing to the left-hand side. You don't have to lift as high as me, just a small lift is good, bigger if you can manage, and once more on the left. Lovely. Now we're going to stretch the leg out in front. You can have your heel gently on the floor. We're going to point the toes forwards, and we're going to bring the toes closer towards us. And now let's take the ankle rotation to the left-hand side, stretching out the leg, lifting the foot slightly and choosing one direction to rotate the ankle in smoothly and continuously. Now let's change the direction of rotation, easing out any niggles, any clicks along the way. Then placing that foot gently back. Good. Now the last thing to warm up is our fingers and our wrists. So let's place all your fingertips together, okay, as is comfortable for you. We're going to float the arms forwards, relax the elbows, press your palms towards me. Then floating down, bring all your fingertips together again into a little hook shape. Open the hands, palms press out to the left and the right. Let's go one more time. Fingertips together, floating forwards. Relax the elbows, pressing forwards towards me. Final time, floating the arms down, fingertips together, stretching out the arms like a pair of wings. Then bring the hands together into prayer position. Interlace the fingers if you can. Keep the elbows relatively still and a gentle rotation of the wrists. Take it nice and slowly, nice and gently, and then changing direction of rotation. We're mobilizing the wrist joints and each and every one of those finger joints and relaxing the arms back down. That's the end of our warm-up. Warmed up from the neck down to the fingers and the toes, and the breathing and mind nice and calm. I'd like to take you through the full flow, the full routine of the seated 8 treasures Ba Duan Jin Qigong. Follow along with me. Remember, I'm going to be in mirror image and I will describe the moves as we go along the way. Let's do a quick posture check. We make sure that we're sitting nice and straight and upright in our chair. Both feet are flat on the floor and about hip width apart. Crown of the head is lifted to the ceiling and the eyes are looking forwards, level onto the horizon. We start with the arms by the side with no tension in the shoulders, elbows or the fingers. Breathing in and out through the nose if we can, emptying our minds of any thoughts if we can. Opening stance, placing the left palm just below the belly button, the right hand on top of the left. Check that there is no tension in the shoulders or the elbows. We are stimulating the qi from the dantian, that is the area of the body behind where the hands are placed. The qi is being stimulated through the center of the palms to the rest of the body along all of our meridians. Breathing calmly in and out through the nose. Let's relax the arms by the side of the body. Treasure one, holding up the heavens. With the arms in front, palms facing up, fingertips pointing in towards each other. We float the arms out to the side and press up towards the ceiling. Rotate the arms so the palms face inwards. Relax the arms down to the starting position. Again, floating the arms out. Palms pressing to the ceiling. Rotate the palms to face into you. Relax the arms down. Visualize the qi extending to the fingertips. Keep the shoulders relaxed and down. Rotate the arms, palms face inwards, back to our starting position. The eyes are looking forwards at me, then up towards the back of the hands. Eyes look forwards, rotate the palms to face in and relax the arms down. Breathing in as the arms float up and stretch. Breathing out, rotate the palms in, relax the arms down. One more time, inhaling as the arms float up and stretch. Exhaling, rotate the palms in, relaxing down. Treasure two, posing like an archer, holding a balloon of qi in front of the chest, crossing at the wrists, gentle fists, left hand innermost closest to the chest. Turning to the left, stretch out the left arm, draw the bow with the right elbow, squeeze the right fist. Watch the left hand return to a gentle fist to the outside of our qi balloon. Turning to the right, right arm outstretched, draw the bow with your left elbow, squeeze the left fist. Watching the right hand return to the outside of the qi balloon. Turning left, left index finger points up to the ceiling and back to the center, left hand on the outside. Turning to the right, right index finger pointing to the ceiling, stretching across the lung meridians. Watch the right hand return to the center. Breathing in as we turn to the left, stretching, squeezing the right fist. Breathing out, back to center. One final time. Breathing in, turning to the right, squeezing the left fist. Breathing out, returning to the center. And relax the arms back down by the side. Treasure 3, push of a single palm, crossing the wrists again, left hand innermost. The left palm goes up to the ceiling, right palm presses down. Back to the center, the left hand is on the outside of the chi balloon. Right palm travels up, left palm down. Back to center, right hand on the outside. Breathing in as we stretch diagonally across the body. Breathing out, back to center. Breathing in, stretching, working on our digestive system. Breathing out, back to center. Breathing in, left palm up, right down, right fingers forward. Breathing out. One final time. Breathing in, right palm up. Be careful not to lock the arms. Breathing out, back to center. And relax the arms by the side. Treasure 4. Looking behind to balance the emotions. Floating the arms up, folding the elbows, rotating the waist to the left, looking over your shoulder if you can. Return to face me, arms are out by the side. Folding the elbows the other way, rotating to the right, look over your right shoulder if you can. Back to center, arms out. We fold, we turn to the left, hips, waist and neck. Back to center, arms out. Folding the elbows, turning right, hips, waist, neck. Back to center. We fold the elbows, breathe out as we turn to the left, looking over the shoulder if we can. Breathing in, back to center. One final time, folding the elbows. Breathe out as we turn to the right. Breathe in, facing me. Breathing out, float the arms by the side. Treasure 5, swinging the tail, swaying the head. We rest the hands gently at the top of the legs. We tilt to the left, back to center. We tilt to the right, back to center. Tilting left, keeping the back, neck and head in alignment. Back to center, tilting right, eyes forward looking at me. Center, tilting left, balancing the fire and the water in the body. Center, one more time, breathing out as we tilt right. Breathing in, back to center, relaxing the arms by the side. Treasure 6, touching the toes, arching the back. We float the arms up. We hinge forwards from the waist and the hips. Hands go round to the back of the ankles or the leg. Stroke the palms up the back of the legs, supporting the lower back as we arch backwards gently and return to our starting position. Floating the arms forwards and up, hinging forwards from the waist. Hands go round to the back of the legs, self-stroke and massage, then support the back as we arch back. Return to the start position. floating the arms up, hinging forwards, only going as far as you feel comfortable. The hands are stroking up the kidney and the bladder meridians up the back of the legs. Support the kidneys and lower back as we arch back gently. Return to start position. Eyes are looking up to the back of the hands. Eyes look forwards at me as you hinge forwards. Curling up the spine gently as you massage up the back of the legs. And arching back, look diagonally forwards and up. Eyes level on the horizon. Breathe in as we float the arms up. Breathe out as we hinge forwards. Breathe in as we curl up, stroking the back of the legs. Breathe out, arching back, and return to the start position. One final time, inhaling, the arms float up. Exhaling, we hinge forwards. Inhaling, curling up, stroking up the back of the legs. Exhaling, arching back, return to the start position. Treasure 7, striking the palm, glaring the eyes. Holding gentle fists on either side of the waist. The left palm strikes forward, widen the eyes. Then soften the gaze, bring the fist into the side of the waist again. Right palm strikes gently forward, widen the eyes as you glare between the fingertips. Soften the gaze, bring the right fist in. Left palm forward, widen the eyes, glaring. And soften the gaze, bring it in. And the right palm presses forward, widen the eyes. Soften the gaze, bring the fist in. We breathe out as we strike the palm forwards, working on the liver and the eye health. Breathing in, bring the fist back in with a soft gaze. One final time, breathing out, glaring the eyes wide open. Breathing in, soft eyes, bring the fist in. Relax the arms by the side. Treasure 8, tapping the heels to rid the body of 10,000 illnesses. Resting the back of your hand on your lower back and the other hand inside that palm. We lift the heels up off the floor. We lower the heels to halfway and we tap gently down. We lift the heels, we lower to halfway, tap gently. Lifting, halfway, tap gently down. Lifting, eyes look forwards, halfway down, tapping gently. Breathe in as we lift the heels and lower to halfway. Breathe out as we tap gently. One more time, breathing in, halfway down. Breathe out. Relax the arms by the side. And the closing sequence, placing your hands over the dantian, much like we did in the opening stance. Our shoulders are relaxed, elbows and fingers are relaxed. We're returning the qi, sinking it to the dantian behind where the hands are placed. This is where our qi is cultivated, nourished and stored. Now the qi has been flowing around our body as we've been practicing Qigong together. So this is a good opportunity to use some of the residual qi in the center of the palm, rubbing the palms together. You might feel that you feel quite warm there. We're going to do a gentle massage of the face and head meridians. Now, if you're wearing glasses, this is the moment to take your glasses off and pop them somewhere safe. Maybe on a table next to you, maybe hook it into your collar of your t-shirt or something like that. Okay, don't worry if you can't see me clearly on the screen. I'm going to describe all the movements to you. So take your middle finger, place on the left and right corners of your mouth. We're going to gently draw a line up the side of the nose and then out along the eyebrows to your temples. When your middle finger is at the temples, draw a circular massage, rotating, soothing. You choose how fast and how wide the circle goes. Then the middle finger goes out along the top of the ears. Use both palms to cup the lower skull and use the palms to stroke down the neck. Let's do that once more. Middle finger on the corner of the mouth and then gently massaging up the side of the nose, out along the eyebrows to the temples, where we do a gentle circular massage, soothing movements. Then out along the top of the ears, cupping the skull with both palms, massaging down the neck and down the side. This last time, the hands go up the front of the face, all the way to the top of the head, and using your palms, gently stroke, massage down the head meridians. The hands return to the side of the body. We finish with our traditional Qigong salute. We place the feet together. We place the hands just over the belly, hooking the two thumbs together if you can. And we do a gentle bow to each other to say thank you for practicing the Qigong together. From here, relax the arms back down by the side of the body. If you'd like to put your glasses on and you haven't already, please do. And that brings us to the end of our Ba Duan Jin 8 Treasures Qigong routine. I hope you've enjoyed practicing with me. I've certainly enjoyed sharing all the Qigong with you. Let's start by taking the center of the palm. This is the Laogong point. We're going to use it to tap down the meridians of the arms and legs. So, starting on the inside of the shoulder, tapping down the inside of the arm towards the palm, flipping the arm over, up the outside. We tap down the inside of the arm and up the outside. And up the outer arm meridians. Good. Let's take our attention to the legs. So this time, left and right hands on the inner thigh. We're going to tap down the inner leg, only going as far as you feel comfortable, going towards the feet, then round to the outside of the leg, and we tap up the outside. This time we go down the front of the legs, be gentle near the knees, and then up the back of the legs, all the way back up to the hips. Good. One more thing now. We're taking the Laogong point in the center of the palm. We're connecting it to the Hegu point, where the thumb and the first finger meet, connecting these 2 points and giving ourselves a lovely warm circular massage. This is connecting our cardiac system and our digestive system. So we do this with the left hand on the right, and then we swap over to the other side. It doesn't matter which order we do it in, just get both of these acupoints nicely warmed. And when they're both warm, we're going to transfer this warmth and energy to our kidneys. So take your hands round the back, resting gently on your lower back, near where your kidneys are, and do a circular massage. Nice and nourishing for our kidneys. If you prefer, you can rub up and down the back, because that can feel very nice and warming as well. In traditional Chinese medicine, our kidneys are regarded as the power pack to our bodies. So whenever we get the chance, we nourish the kidneys. We make sure that we have lots of boosted energy levels ready for the day ahead. And then shaking off your fingers, shaking off your toes, rolling out your shoulders if you wish. That brings us to the end of our warm down. And what we'll do is I place my feet together and I give you a traditional Qigong salute to say thank you so much for joining me for our Qigong practice together.